Good morning, guys. I am so excited because I'm making one of my favorite recipes of all time. It is so easy to do. There's no excuse not to make this one. It's easy peasy. So we are going to make almost homemade cinnamon rolls. I normally don't do the best job ever of showing the entire process and y'all get grouchy at me. I'm going to show you every single thing you have to do to make these. So as you're hopping on, tell me good morning. Tell me what is your favorite recipe to make over the holidays. I would love to hear that. We're going to try this out, y'all. Are you ready? Okay, so I'm going to bring the camera down so y'all can actually see the recipe. And here we go. Can y'all see? Y'all let me know, leave a comment and tell me if you can see everything pretty well. All you're gonna need initially, what you're gonna start with, is a loaf of Kroger bread dough. I use the Kroger brands. Rhodes also makes one if you don't have a Kroger in your area, so you can absolutely do that. You're gonna take that and you're gonna take some cooking spray and you just wanna grease that pan. Now you do have to do this part the night before. So I've kind of pre-prepped in this the night before, but I wanna show you the whole process. So you take that, you pop it in there, you take some plastic wrap, you go ahead and put this over top, and you wanna spray it so that it doesn't stick. Okay, so you're gonna leave this all night. And with the magic of Facebook and Instagram Live, watch what's gonna happen. When you wake up the next morning, this is what the bread looks like. I just want to make sure y'all see that. It's going to be backwards for you. Good morning, Tracy. So glad to see you. Hi, Christina. Over on Instagram, would you leave me a comment as well? I love seeing your comments throughout the day. I hate that Instagram doesn't leave your live comments. So on Facebook, though, I should be able to read those throughout the day. So I did 2 of these. I did a double batch last night. So we're going to go through and show you how to make these, and we're going to turn them into a happy little Christmas tree. So here's what your dough is going to look like in the morning. The light is kind of funky, y'all. What do y'all think? Let me try turning this light. Let me see if I can get this light a little better. This is like always the debate. That light actually probably is better. Okay, so here is, let me get y'all scooted away so we can see everything. If you've got a Rhodes is a national company. They're like Betty Crocker. So most likely in your frozen bread aisle, you're going to find that. Okay, what we're going to do next is take this guy, and you can see where this dried out a little bit. Don't worry about it, it's not going to matter. I didn't have it super tightened on that, so that's why that did that. Okay, I'm going to scoot this over. Now all you're going to need for this, so this is what I love about this. This is probably one of the most frugal recipes, and when we had just started out and had very little money, this was one of my favorite recipes because for about $2 it makes 5 batches, so it makes a lot of rolls. So if you need to feed your family, if you want to treat everybody Christmas morning or even Christmas Eve morning, I'm actually making this for Christmas Eve morning. It's easy to make this one and get ahead. So we're going to go ahead and just get it rolled out really, really well. And it doesn't have to be perfect. If you're a great baker, you might want a perfect shape. I don't do anything really honestly perfectly. So I kind of just make it work as well as I can. You do want to get it fairly rolled out though. The more rectangular shape you can get, the easier it's going to be to roll. But in the end, it's not really going to matter a ton. Okay, do y'all see that? So there is that. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to take some softened butter. You need about 5 tablespoons. So I have made this so many times that I just kind of make sure to get my butter all over. You just want to spread it all over. And we're going to make a double batch of these today so I can show you exactly how we're going to shape them. The other things you're going to need, so you need as many bread loaves as you want to make. Normally I make a single batch. Today I'm doing a double batch. Then you're going to want to do 5 tablespoons of sugar, 3 tablespoons of cinnamon, and then you need about 2 cups of powdered sugar along with some milk and vanilla for the frosting. So we'll get those done as well. As you're hopping on, tell me good morning. I have to tell y'all a fun story. Do you know what just happened? Did anybody have any idea of what huge just happened here at Passionate Penny Pincher this morning? Anybody know the big thing that we just had happen that we're very excited about? Leave a comment if you do, and I'll kind of wait and see if anybody actually besides me knows about it. I'm kind of curious. I just posted it to my Instagram stories a few minutes ago, so I'm hoping maybe a couple of y'all have seen that. Okay, so we're doing 5 tablespoons of cinnamon now. And you can get the link for the recipe right there in the bottom of the video. And then we're going to do 2 teaspoons of cinnamon. So there's our sugar. Here's our cinnamon. And we'll put a link to these spoons. They're on Amazon and I absolutely love them. And we've had them in the Passionate Penny Pincher shop and we need to get them back in stock. Here's these guys. Okay, right there. So we've got that ready to go. So the next thing you want to do, and this is the tricky part that I do wrong every single time. I think this through. You want to roll this way, okay? So you want to roll your short side. And the reason you want to do it that way is that's what's going to make the most fattest rolls. You want the fat rolls. So I always have to think through as I'm making it, make it the farther you make it, the wider the roll is going to be, the bigger around you're going to have a good roll. Okay, so here is our thing. Now what I do when I do this is I want to make 8. So I cut it in the middle, cut it in the middle, cut it in the middle, cut it in the middle. You just keep having it and you're going to end up with 8 perfect little happy rolls. Oh, so good, y'all. So good. So I'm going to make these guys into a Christmas tree shape this year. So I'm going to start at the top of my pan. This is so simple. I mean, so simple. And you're just gonna make these out. Now you could probably do it with one. I'm gonna use, it's probably gonna take 2. So we're gonna go ahead. And what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna try, I've never done this before. I'm gonna freeze these and see if I can freeze them like this and then make them on Christmas morning. I don't think there's any reason that won't work. So I'm gonna go ahead and make one more batch really fast and then I'll show y'all what they poof up to after they're done. We're gonna make one more batch. Y'all, as you're hopping on, does anybody know what happened big this morning? Okay, guys, Good Morning America. Did anybody see it? We were on Good Morning America. Passionate Penny Pincher was. My friend Jamie this morning, I feel like I have to tell y'all this. My friend Jamie this morning. Yesterday I happened to be in our main inbox. Normally someone else manages that box, but I just accidentally, honestly saw it. And there was an email from Good Morning America, and it said, we are doing a spotlight on Aldi clothing, and would you consider being on it? Or would you, well, they said, can you call us? We need to talk with you because we saw you've done some posts about Aldi fashion. How many of y'all know how much do we love Aldi at Passionate Penny Pincher? Like, we love Aldi like nobody else's business. Like, we are, y'all. I have taught coupon classes and I have literally said to people who I could tell were very stressed and frazzled about couponing, I've said, don't even worry about using a coupon. Shop Aldi only. Shop Aldi only, y'all, on your groceries, and you will save yourself so much money as long as you don't buy the store brand. Like, don't buy Tide. Don't buy Tide at Aldi. Don't buy the Tide there. Buy everything else at Aldi. Sorry, my hair is going to be in the way. I'm sure I'm going to get some comments. I apologize. I should have pulled it back, but I was hurrying this morning. Anyway, so we got this thing and it says, it's an email from Good Morning America, and they said, can we talk with you today about Aldi fashion? Well, I will be honest and tell you that I know how to shop for Aldi groceries, but I've never noticed Aldi's dresses. Well, I messaged my friend Jamie and I said, hey, Jamie, they're wanting to talk to somebody from us about these dresses. Do you know anything about them? Well, she had seen them in her store, and Jamie is the queen of fashion around Passionate Penny Pincher. She's way better about knowing the hip stuff. I just know how to make dinner and stuff. So she is way fancier when it comes to these things. I was like, Jamie, what do you think? So they called her immediately, and they did an interview with her, and they just put it on Good Morning America. I just sat here and watched it. So I posted it over on Instagram stories. She did a great job, and I just have to say a huge shout out to Jamie. She and I have been friends for so many years. She is one of the first people I met when I first started blogging. She actually messaged me. She was working for another blogger, and she messaged me about something, and we just became fast friends. And so to have somebody like that who just is willing to take a phone call with Good Morning America and then do an amazing job, she's probably one of the most gifted. Like, who you see Jamie on video is just who she is. She's just very genuine and just fun to hang out with. So anyways, that's just a shout out to a fun morning for us, and hopefully some Good Morning America people will find some awesome Aldi deals, which would be amazing. Okay, we're doing our double batch, y'all. I had to tell you that story. I love Jamie. Is there somebody in your life that you're like, they just make your life a little easier? She does a good job of making my life a little bit easier. So I appreciate that a ton, because I did not want to go on Good Morning America and talk about something that I wasn't, like I said, I shop there for groceries, but I don't really look in she calls it the Aldi Aisle of Shame. Do y'all shop the Aldi? Did I just forget the butter? I just forgot the butter, which is going to be fine. It just has to get in there. We're just going to smear it around. You know what I'm going to do? I don't need that much butter. I'm going to put that in a separate bowl. I got all excited talking about that. Let's do this so we don't make a big mess. And then we just have to get butter on there. So it's gonna be a little messier, but it's still gonna work. I thought to myself, this is one recipe I seriously can't mess up. And then I started talking about my friends and I got all confused, but it's fine. I know, thank you. I got, look at y'all, the Passionate Penny Pincher team. I know I forgot well, I did know, but I didn't find out till too late. I got all excited because I was so proud of Jamie. Anyways, I'll read your comments. Melt your butter. That's a good idea. You could totally, my only struggle with melting it is I've done that a few times and it makes kind of a big mess. Y'all, we're gonna have a lot of butter on here. Y'all just don't look. Okay, the butter's happening. Remember, this is only being fed to my family. I'm not feeding this to anybody super fancy. So at this point, if they don't want to eat my cinnamon rolls because my hair or my fingers have been in it, it'll be fine. Okay, this is gonna be great, y'all. It's gonna be great, I promise. Trust me on this. I've made this a lot of times. I haven't messed it up before. You do, let's see, I'm trying to see whatever. You missed the butter. I got the butter, y'all, late. Sorry, there's a little bit of a lag, so thank you guys. Okay, so we're gonna roll these guys up again. I promise. I was like, really, I can't mess this up. And then I get on live and I mess everything up. So when you do this, I'm gonna make sure this is so you guys can see that. Can y'all see? You wanted this to be an 8. The better you can do a job of keeping them straight, the more likely you're gonna have consistent shaping. So try really hard if you can to make nice halves. I will tell you, that being said, I don't usually care. My kids fight over the taller one. If you want perfectly sized cinnamon rolls, work a long time on getting those perfectly shaped. You can see this guy's fatter. It's fine. Some people want the fat one. Most people want the fat one. Okay, so here's our tree. Y'all see how this Christmas tree's coming? And then I have not done this before, but I am gonna try to freeze these. Actually, I sent them once with Caroline. She said they worked. I'm gonna try to freeze these like this. And then on Saturday morning, when we're gonna eat them on Christmas Eve morning, let's see if I can get one more roll in here. I will pop them up. Caroline, we tried this. These worked before when we froze them, right? She took them to college and they froze well, so I kind of butchered that guy. Hang on, let's re-roll this one. I looked up away when I saw her coming down the steps. Okay, if you mess one up, y'all, just re-roll it. You really can't. I only make food that you can't mess up. If you can mess it up, I don't tend to be the girl who's gonna make it for you. So if you need it hard cooking, go somewhere else. If you want easy cooking, there you go. Now what this is gonna do is I'm gonna freeze them the way that they are right now. Do y'all see how cute are those? I'm gonna freeze them like this. And what would happen is then when I thaw them, again, normally, you know what, I am gonna freeze them, but y'all don't freeze them because I haven't tested it and I'm gonna show you how to do it without freezing them, just to be on the safe side. I think you can freeze it and then thaw it, and then actually, you can't just refrigerate it because if you refrigerate it, you're gonna have this. And after 2 days of being left, they're gonna get really big. So I want you to see. So once they've been refrigerated, once you've made them, like once you've done this, I'm trying to make sure y'all see the whole process. You then take these guys, and this is what they poof up into. Do you see how pretty those are? Y'all, these are so good. So they're gonna poof into this. So that's why I can't just leave this in the fridge, because by Friday or Saturday, they would be ginormous. Because these guys, this is what the size they were this morning. Can you see the difference in the sizing? So they're gonna poof. So that's why I'm gonna freeze these now. Then what you're gonna do is bake these in the oven at 350 for 15 to 20 minutes. And then you're gonna make your frosting. I'll show you how to do that. All that is 2 cups of powdered sugar, a little bit of milk, some vanilla, and that's it, y'all. Once they're done, you pull them out. Oh my gosh, best ever. So if y'all want the recipe, click the link in the video. I'm gonna answer any fast questions. You don't think you can freeze that is something that isn't baked. I don't think there's any reason you can't refreeze it. I mean, you could absolutely bake them and then freeze them, but really, truly, I think you're gonna be fine. We've done it before. I think it's gonna be 100% fine. What do y'all, I'm like 99% sure. Will they last as long in the fridge before cooking? They won't last in the fridge because they will poof. So what happens is they get massive. So if I left these for a day or two, they would just get too big. So that's why I don't want to keep them in the fridge. I guess I could try it, but I have to have them for Saturday morning, for Saturday morning. So how long will the rolls in the round pans be in the fridge? You can put those, you could leave them in the fridge for a couple hours. I just wouldn't want to do it over a day. Okay, there's our frosting mixture, and that's it. So if y'all, I will click the link in the video and you can see the total after video of the whole thing. Let me make sure I get you guys in both places. Click the link in the video to get the recipes. Also visit passionatepennypincher.com. We have tons of great recipes. Lots going on around here. Definitely keep up with all the deals. I think that's it. Y'all have an amazing day and we will talk soon. Bye guys.